Okay, guys, now we are here with Kintu. He is on phone. This is our first phone conversation on Sisters in the Kitchen. Thank you so much for joining us today. We deeply appreciate it. He is going to share with us his group, which is the Black Empowerment Movement Group. He's going to tell us what they do, who they are, their location, and what they do in the community. So, Kintu, I'm going to go ahead and let you have the floor.
All right. Hey, I appreciate the opportunity. Kintu, I'm originally from Mississippi, Dayton, Mississippi to be exact. I'm living in Fort Worth, Texas now. That's what where the organization is based out of right now. Basically about Black Empowerment Movement. Really, me and another group of people, we started the organization because I want to say it was the Trayvon Martin situation, and a little bit before that made me really want to do something in the community, because I'm going to be honest with that, I wasn't always this person that was so active in the community, but that situation right there was probably like as they say, the straw that broke the camel back. And that's when me and another group of people from the Fort Worth area started an organization called Black Empowerment Movement to be more community based, to help the people in our community, Black people in the community, or the Black community per se.
Wonderful.
But basically right now, like with anything, it evolves.
Right.
So right now, I have a website called shop.bemovement.org that I sell products from, like stuff that related to Blackness.
Right, like my T-shirt, like my T-shirt Queen that I'm wearing on the show today. So yes.
Exactly, the Queen shirt. Right now, I just recently got some health and beauty products on the website that I'm excited about. Natural toothpaste, deodorant, shea butters, those type of products. So, and the neat thing about that is anything you purchase from us, from the website, profits go back into the community, which is great. Ain't nothing wrong with being about keeping money for yourself.
Yeah.
But I mean, everything that I make from that site, profit wise, I put it back in the community. So that's the good thing about that also. But I'm just all about trying to help our people and help the condition that we're in.
Right, and I love that because can you talk a little bit about what you guys are actually doing in the month of March?
In the month of March, right now, actually next weekend, we have a free health screening going on in Dallas.
That's wonderful.
At the Pink's apartment. If you're from the Dallas area, you know where the Pink's apartment is at.
Right.
We have a free health screening at those apartments where we're going to be checking blood pressure and blood sugar level for the residents of those apartments over there. And we're probably giving away free food also and other little goodies and propaganda for that community at the Pink's apartment in Dallas.
And I love you. Is this the first time you guys have ever done a health screening in the Dallas-Fort Worth area?
Actually, it's not.
Okay.
I want to say beginning, February 2017, we did a health screening in Fort Worth where we did the same exact thing and had a video game bus for the kids, checking blood pressure level, health screenings and all of that also for the community. But I love that because a lot of times our people, which, we're familiar with our people, a lot of times we may not get the proper, health checks and screenings that we need to do. So it's more convenient if we can just take that type of stuff to the people, so they can, because a lot of time our people, we get so comfortable in believing that everybody has access to transportation or public transit to get to these doctors and whatnot, but a lot of times we don't. So it's good because we all know nurses, Black nurses. We all know somebody that's a nurse. So basically, that's what I did. I got with local nurses and and say, hey, you can bring some of your supplies and whatever you need, equipment, to take it to the community, and we can do health screenings on point, for these people. And you'll be surprised, like, our people be like, yeah, they just be waiting for people to, like, come with the ideas so they can come and be involved in the community. Like, I never got nobody said, no, I don't want to do that, but they're very open and willing to help.
Yes, I love that. And then I love also now, you guys also work with educating the community about laws and gun safety and how to use guns, right?
Yeah, that's actually new, which I'm so excited about, because I like the recent propaganda I've been spreading is knowing your rights with dealing with the police when you encounter police, whether it be in your car or at home.
Right.
Because a lot of times we need a cheat sheet on how to interact with the police when we encounter them, and a lot of times we just don't know how to react or what to do or what not to do. So I created basically a double-sided postcard with information on the do's and don'ts with the encounter with the police, whether it's in your car or at home. Because real brief is, I had a coworker. He's a young guy. He had an encounter with the police. His neighbor called the police because of a noise complaint. And the police said, well, can I come in to check to make sure everything is okay? And with him being young, around 22, 23, he allowed the police into his home. He shouldn't have let the police in his home, especially for a noise complaint, But luckily, nothing happened from that situation, but he did allow the police to come into his home. And that would have been a perfect situation where someone needs to have a cheat sheet to know not to allow the police in their home.
Right. That's wonderful. That is awesome. I love that. So now I just want to touch on a little bit what being black means to you, and ways that you're pro-black and everything in your everyday life with us.
Well, what being black or pro-black is, it's just, everybody would have their own definition, but for me, it would be just being proud of your heritage, where you come from. When I say proud of where you come from, I mean post-slavery, and having that knowledge of self, because, if you have a strong foundation in self, that would take you a long way within itself, just having a strong foundation of self before slavery, because a lot of time our school system only teach us after slavery, and it's not the best, view of us also. And even after the stuff after slavery, they always give us the negative stuff anyways. So being pro-black is all about knowing knowledge of self, but at the same time, pro-black or having a nationalist black view is about building a black community or building a black nation where we have our own black businesses and being self-sufficient without the system, because we can only survive as a people by being being self-sufficient. The more we self-sufficient, the more we are better as a people, as a whole.
Right. I agree with that.
Yeah, so that's what being, even if you don't know your history, if you just willing to better yourself and be black first. I like to say black first, being about your people first and everything else second. Black first, family, your spirituality, or whatever order you want to put it. But I like to say black first, then you overall good. Even if you don't know your history, if you be black first, everything else will overall probably take care of itself.
Yes, I love that. Also, I want you to talk a little bit about Black History Month, like what it means to you. And you can share with us one person in history who you feel might not always get credit during Black History Month, but someone you might find important during Black History Month that we don't always, share or celebrate due to media or people's personal opinions of their lives and, things that they did.
The one person I'm shocked about, which I kind of thought was like, yeah, everybody know about him.
Right.
But people that don't, is Marcus Garvey. Like to me, he was like, I don't want to say the greatest black man of our century or time, but Marcus Garvey is the foundation of everything regarding us. Like, so many people get their background and everything from Marcus Garvey. I would say he doesn't get his just due for whatever reason. I kind of understand, but don't understand. Because it's so obvious, like, you know, he had a following of 6 million plus people. If you notice what the red, black, and green flag is, he's the one that he created that. People, so many people get their ideology from Marcus Garvey, like the Nation of Islam. Before it was Nation of Islam, the founder, Elijah, he's not the founder of Nation of Islam, but Elijah Muhammad, he was a bit, his parents was a bit follower of Marcus Garvey, and he inspired so many people. So everything comes from Marcus Garvey. Malcolm X, so he was a follower of Elijah Muhammad. So he eventually had Pan-African views. And then if we go across the seas to Africa, you have Kwame Nkrumah. He was a big Pan-African because of Marcus Garvey. He wants to start a united African country with all the nations of Africa on that continent being one country, because that's what Marcus Garvey's preaching. He had, you know, he got the teachings of Marcus Garvey. So Marcus Garvey just touched everybody, you know. So he's the one that inspired pretty much everybody that, you know, that we see from history to now.
Yes, I love that. I love you sharing that.
I know I went too. I saw a rant.
No. Yeah. I love it because, you know, people need to know, and they need to understand and know who he is and what he's done. And like you said, some people and a lot of people really don't know Marcus Garvey. So I love that. You didn't rant at all. That was wonderful because people need to be educated on who he was and what he did. Even Malcolm X, because, you know, sometimes people view them in a negative light because of what history has said about them or the media has said about them, but it's not true. Or you know, everybody has flaws, you know. If we celebrate George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, then you shouldn't have a problem with celebrating Malcolm X or the Black Panthers or, you know, Marcus Garvey, because every man has some flaws in him. But let's talk about the positive that they did to bring people together and make change in this world.
Exactly. And another time, and then we got to check ourselves, too, with our brothers and sisters that may not have that knowledge. We can't beat them on the head like, why you don't know about this person or blase. Because at the same point, we got to reflect and look back at ourselves and say, at one point, we didn't have the knowledge that we had, you know. So we got to, at the end of the day, we got to have patience with our people, but at the same time, still give them a little bit of dose of that information. Don't force feed it, but just drop a nugget here and there. And then eventually that seed that you plant will eventually sprout in that person. And it may be a few months, it may be years. Right. But you got to let people grow at their own pace and not force feed them, because if you force feed them, they would never come around to the information. That's so true.
That's very true. Kintu, I thank you so much for joining us. I want you to give us the website again, but is there anything else that you wanted to leave us with? I thank you so much again for being on Sisters in the Kitchen. We deeply appreciate your viewpoint and sharing Black empowerment movement with us today.
Oh, no. I appreciate you for giving me the platform to talk about this, and I appreciate you. I've been knowing you for a while, and I love what you're doing. It's very unique, very creative.
Thank you.
I love it. I love what you're doing, and just keep it up. And once the website again is shop.de-movement.org.
Thank you.
And that's it. That's the website. Go buy clothing and health and beauty products, and get off those products with chemicals, and all of it go back into the community.
Thank you so much. We thank you so much for joining us today. Have a great day.
Oh, no, thank you. Hey, y'all too. Take care.
Thank you.